It seems today that all you see is face mask in the hallways and class on PC.
But where's that good old-fashioned content from which we used to smile? Luckily we have the best lines. Lucky there's a way to positively make you forget all your struggles and
laugh and cry.
At least we're gonna try.
Good morning, Gators. Today is Wednesday, January 20th. Welcome back to Gator Nation News. I'm Cody.
And I'm Eric.
Eric, we had a 3-day weekend. What'd you do?
Just caught up with some people. You know, things have been hectic ever since school started. What about you?
I just worked and chilled back, made some money.
Well, you made the most of it.
Absolutely. Today, the boys basketball team will hit the road and play Brazzeswood. The boys soccer team will be playing away at Clearbrook today, while the girls soccer team plays Pearland Dawson at home on Friday. Good luck to all of our Gator athletes who will be playing this week.
The baseball team will be holding tryouts this Friday after school. You will need a physical on file and must see Coach Davis or Coach Allison prior to trying out. Good luck out there.
We have a special guest in our studio today. Norgelli Herrera, the Student Council historian, is here to tell us about the donation drive that they're hosting. Good morning, Norgelli.
Good morning.
So what are you collecting for?
So currently we have partnered with the Sanctuary Foster Care Agency, and we are collecting items for a field day that they're going to have. We're going to need paper plates, plasticware, sports equipment, art supplies, and individually wrapped snacks.
Okay, and where can students turn in their donations?
They can turn it into the Navigator class.
Okay, and when is this drive going to be ending?
It will be ending around January 29th.
And I'm hoping that there's some sort of prize for the winning Navigator, right?
There is. If you collect the most, you will win a breakfast, a big breakfast of your choice.
Awesome. I'll have to see if I can donate some stuff to win that breakfast.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on the show. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
The National English Honor Society will be having a meeting this Thursday after school in 242. New and recurring members can come.
The Career and Technical Department will be offering several exciting new courses next year, and they invited us to share some details with you. Today, we'll highlight the EMS and medical microbiology courses.
So when we start off with EMS, we start off with the body systems. We split that up into two sections. We go trauma and we go medical. Trauma is anything that happens from the outside environment. That could be like a car accident, that could be a stabbing, things of that nature. And then we go into medical, where you have things like diabetes and heart attacks. And we basically learn the different pathologies, how to make a field diagnosis, and how we would treat those in an acute emergency setting. The first year, your freshman year, you'll take Principles of Health Science. Your second year is Medical Terminology. Your third year is called Health Science Theory. And then your senior year, you would take the EMT course. So the first thing you can do when you get your EMT basic is that you more than likely will work on an ambulance, either for a transport company, or you could start working for a city EMS or fire system that would do your typical 911 calls that you would receive on a day-to-day basis. You also have the opportunity to progress as a paramedic, which is about another year and a half program. For me, it's been a very rewarding career. It definitely fit my personality, but it has opened up a lot of doors for me when I was in medicine. I had a lot of different opportunities to advance my career. It gets you a foot in the door and it gets you actually physically practicing some of these skills that is brought against all fields of medicine.
This is going to be a new class for DHS. It's called Medical Microbiology. So it's going to be the study of microscopic organisms that are both beneficial and harmful. You need to have completed biology and chemistry to take the class. Career paths, you can either go into a medical laboratory, which would be like clinical laboratory science. This would be a good lead into vet or vet tech. It's also really good for anyone who is going into a field where they're going to have to use a lot of lab equipment. If you want to work for the Food and Drug Administration testing for parasitic infection, or even for the CDC.
I would say that if they want to go into the medical field, that it's a really good class for that. You get to learn about like the basics of yourself and like how you're alive and how everything is like alive.
To do microbiology, you have to be very precise in following procedures. You have to make sure that you don't cross-contaminate specimens. You also have to be very good at microscopy. This is going to be a super interesting class and super fun, and it's a really good lead into the bigger lab-based classes in college. So we're actually going to grow bacteria on different types of culture media. We're going to stain to see what type of bacteria we're looking at. So it's going to be super cool.
Lighted Windows and Open Doors is back in person on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 3 to 7 p.m. You must schedule ahead of time using the QR code on screen. Walk-ins will not be accepted, so make sure you register now.
And now, we'll toss it to Arjun for a very epic weather report.
Thanks, Cody. Here in Minecraft, we're at negative 133, 79, 199 near the Pillager Outpost. Let's take a look at this week's forecast. Today, we're looking at a high of 65 degrees and a low of 54 degrees. What does that mean for you? I have zero clue, but that does look like there's going to be some thunderstorms, so hopefully you have an umbrella. On Thursday, January 21st, we have an astronomical high of 65 and a low of 48. Oh, it's still raining? That sucks. January weather, am I right? And finally, on Friday the 22nd, it's not raining. Sadly, it's still cold, with a high of 60 and a low of 48. And that'll be it for this week's epic gamer weather announcement. We here at Gamer Nation News wish you good health, and we hope to see you again soon.
Thanks, Arjun. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Gator Nation Media, and on Twitter at Gator Nation Live for the latest news and live updates. If you're a staff member with interesting stories or information you want on Gator Nation News, make sure to send them at our email at gnmedia@dickinsonisd.org.
Now, it's time for the fun fact of the day. Did you know that Abraham Lincoln was not only president, but a very accomplished wrestler? He was so good that he was only defeated once out of approximately 300 matches. He, of course, made it to the Wrestling Hall of Fame with the honor of Outstanding American.
Man, I bet no one wanted to go to war with America when he was president. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching Gator Nation News.
People like me.
People like me.
People like me.
People like me don't go to college.
Nobody's ever going to convince me that I'm going to be somebody someday.
Street cred, it's more valuable to me than my education.
My life will be defined by those who doubt me.
I know there are some out there looking up to me.
I'll let those AP and honors students be future leaders and policymakers.
Because me, I'm just one out of a long line of statistics.
Who knows, maybe I'll even study.
But it won't affect how my life is going to turn out.
People tell me I can't succeed because they can't see past my skin color or how I talk.
They say I don't care enough to be a first-generation college student.
I am the last person in my family that's going to be successful.
I'm aware of the skills and talents I possess.
This is my destiny.
That was me before Albert helped me see my potential, believe in myself, and turn all of that around. And now?
This is my destiny.
I am aware of the skills and talents I possess to be successful.
I am the last person in my family that's ever going to be a first-generation college student.
I don't care enough, they say, because they can't see past my skin color or how I talk.
People tell me I can't succeed, but it won't affect how my life is going to turn out.
Who knows? Maybe I'll even study statistics.
Because me, I'm just one out of a long line of future leaders and policymakers.
I'll let those AP and honor students be looking up to me.
I know there are some out there, those who doubt me.
My life will be defined by my education.
It's more valuable to me than street cred.
I'm gonna be somebody someday.
Nobody's ever gonna convince me that people like me don't go to college.